taking it from the top till the digits and the tape stop. Yeah man, I'm here man. Zippygan. For those who don't know, Zippygan, the Martian. Yeah, I am comic and MC, master of ceremonies from yesteryears till now. And we have a reason about the now. Because this is the add her view, you know. Her, we have to add her in everything that we do. You know, because she's the inheritance, she's, you know, hereditament, saying she's just the herb in all, you know. Herbs. Herb and the mother, you know. So, big up Hungry Man film, the filmmaker, director extraordinaire man, Philip Hamilton, for his excellent and his confidence in us, you know, Zippygan, knowing the content is real, you know, no makeup, no fake, no scripted. Because we unscripted, you know, so we do it, man, no makeup, you know, and the world is a stage, right? And give thanks, I and Zippygan and all the other people involved. If you've seen our previous videos and showing our previous work, showing off our work from yesteryears, we also have to big up Miss Cam, the Queen, you know, Carleen. And she just dropped our book, you know, it called From Subnormal to Supernormal. It's on Amazon. Saying, if you see the previous video, she was the one that interviews the moderator. She not there today, so we just wing it, you know. Just have a reason and show, you know, some works of now, and some of the things that we never show you then, and now they're relevant. So, before we even kick it off, I will just step across the border a little and speak about some political science. You know, the science of government, because a lot of us never study the science of government, we just study political science, so we're always about party politics and them things. And sometimes that is not the solution, right? For example, Zippygan, like me say, we'll just go step across the border, then we return to the entertainment thing we are talking about. Because all the things are going on the entertainment field that need addressing, you know. And we are going to address some of them. Because watch this. Everybody are run up and down about ice. Alright? Like them say, right? Jamaicans are the only one who eat ice. You ever see we have ice in our cup and what we do? Chow up the ice. We are the only one who do that, so it's saying that we're one of a kind, right? Because one of a kind is different from being, you know, special, you know. You know, when I say we're one of a kind. So why don't we learn to melt ice? We are run up and down. Because watch this. Jamaica is on the American land, right? Land mass. Because all we are man on the land. If you're not a man on the land, then you're a serf because you're only on paper. That's what slaves were. You were on a manifest. And then they convert you as the living man with flesh, blood, heart pumping and them things, and turn you into a fictitious being by putting you on paper. So you have to reverse that, you know, because they will not do it because they're living off your energy. Saying, so you have to learn, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but yourself can free your mind. Because the mind, you know, remember everything is the mind. The body can't function without the head. The mind, the matter, because that's where everything is created from. Yeah, we just say that because we have say, why well, not run up and down and on American? Remember, you know, every island have a mainland, you know. You didn't know that, you never check that. So all those archipelagos, because Jamaica, Trinidad, Barbados, all them Atlantis Island, they're part of the Atlantis archipelago. So right here, so the United States in America, or the United States is on American land, is on the American land. The United States is a corporate state on paper, but America is the land where it domain or its domicile. Now, have to know this. That's the science of government. So we have to let you know this before we get into political science, which kind of shift you from knowing the truth and what's real. See, so if you think about it, ICE, if you are an American, because you can't be an immigrant, because you migrate from the Atlantis island to the mainland, which you would say the United States is the mainland. And the United States is also a settler colony. So His Majesty said, Haile Selassie, he said, this is a land where people from all over the world come to settle. That was when he meet JFK and he might respond to JFK, His Majesty, you're most welcome. Right? And he said again, people, one would not be mistaken if I says that the United States is a second home for all the people of the world. Because it's the New Jerusalem. Let me explain to you. Because these are concepts. And people who hold hard and fast to the Bible and really don't know the science of government misses this. And then they get zealous and then it causes war and people get dead or people will, grudge and thing when we're supposed to find a oneness of purpose. The United States, if you look upon the $1 bill, saying you will see the eagle with its talents, right? You have the right talent and the left talents, right? And in the right talents, where you see the olive branch of peace, and in the left talents, you see the arrows of war. That's Mystery Babylon, right? On one hand, and the New Jerusalem on the other hand, which they are both concepts, right? Because it never said Jerusalem, right? It never said that, It says the New Jerusalem. Give me a $1 bill then, Virgin. Let me show you. Saying, let me just get the boy at the store, Yeah, but they are a concept because, right? Yeah, man. Yes, thanks. So if the eye them look and blow it up, look on the $1 bill, this is the seal, right? It's the United States, right? So if you look above the seal, you see the 6-point star, what them call the Star of David or the Seat of Solomon. Well, no, it's 13 star, but it make the shape of the hexagram. X alpha, right? And that is the seal of our government. We, the copper skin people, are within this time the maroon, right? The Maroons, right? In this time. Because we talked about yesteryear to know in the know we're the Maroons. Because the last time that the copper skin people rule as a nation as one with one purpose, they call us Moor or Blackamoors or Maroon when they figure they couldn't deal with us no more and have to make treaties with us with what they call peace treaties, right? Right. And these things are recorded in the preamble of the United States Constitution, which our forefathers was part of granting, because you can't have a contract one-sided. There have to be two or more people to make a contract. So our forefathers were there. And in the preamble, they leave certain things into us as what they call the posterity. Look it up. But they talk succeeding generation or the generation to come. So when you read the preamble of the United States Constitution, you will see that our forefathers left our hereditaments, right, secured, right, and entrusted into a trust called to the posterity. So what is the trust called? God. That's the name of the trust, and you all didn't know. See, it's a one. Hear, O Israel, the Lord thy God is what? See, them put it right here for the eye of them. But I want to get into the real thing. So I'm sure you say, yes, sir, the United States is the New Jerusalem. And if you're on the Atlantis Island, or what we call the archipelago, you have a right to migrate to the mainland and to return, because it's called egress and regress in international law. Look it up, mean you have the right to go forth and you have the right to return. What they tell you in the Bible, that, you know, to and fro. That's your right, by law, by international law, by land, air, and water. That's how you have the right to travel, right? Law, land, air, and water. So you have the right to egress, right? So you have to let the government of the United States know, the one that's trying to stop you and restrain your liberty of movement, right? So you have to talk to the government and put your paperwork in, let them know that you now know that you're a migrant, you're not an immigrant, right? So they can deal with immigrant all they want, because they know, saying, but as a migrant, you have the right to go to and fro, and they can't block you, because that is a violation of international law. But if you don't do it, they're not gonna volunteer tell you about it. I and Zippygan gonna tell you about it, you know, son of Professor J. See? Relax. So the New Jerusalem is right here, the olive branch of peace, because this is the city of peace. You know, see how them have broke down the border for come here. See? And then you have the arrows of war to protect the peace, because His Majesty set it up like that. Russia and the United States was set and given the authority to protect the peace of the world after His Majesty set up the United Nations, write the charter, and give them the peace. The peace they have is not that of their own, it is of His Majesty. So them say, I don't know what we say, it is a white man them say that. The peace that they have is not that of them own, it's that of His Majesty. Because His Majesty destroyed the League of Nations and brought the power to the United States. That's when they became a superpower, when His Majesty brought the United Nations here and everything else came here and put the United Nations down on Turtle Bay there, you know what they call United Nations Plaza and them things there. See, so these things we study deeply. Why the eye them a run up and down, you know, and a jollificate, you know what I say, and a entertain yourself and a sport and them things there. We go and study, because we have to know the law in order to return and revert, you know, see, and restore our glorious past, our glorious estate. You know, seeing our divine trust. Saying, so when we talk, we not talk from reading no book or no internet, we talk from experience, the path we walk. Saying, Zippygan just pointed out based on our experience and some trading we do and some things we go through and land, air and water. So you have to invoke and claim those rights as a migrant migrating to the mainland. Saying, and remember, you are heading to the New Jerusalem. The concept coming out of the cloud, so it can be a place, can be a physical place. It's a concept, and the concept is the United States Constitution. It's the only place in the world where your right to freedom of conscience is registered and written down in law. The First Amendment of the United States Constitution gives you the right of religion. That's why you see Muslims, Sikhs, Rasta, Jews, everybody's breaking down the border to come here, because that's where they have the freedom of conscience to serve, worship, or follow or give honor to whoever they believe. If they want to say they care or a rock stone at them God, they have the freedom, and this is the only place where it's written in law where you could defend your right to religion or your right to conscience. So here we show why it's the concept of the New Jerusalem, and His Majesty said that. His Majesty said it's where everybody from all over the world come to settle. Therefore, it wouldn't be a mistake if I say that it's a second home for all the people of the world. Argument done. And then Mystery Babylon, you see the mystery, may I unravel the mystery for you know. Mystery Babylon is the strong arm, the military to protect that peace and to protect the New Jerusalem. That's why you feel comfortable and safe in the United States, because Mystery Babylon did it with all the arms and and they're on the deadliest arm to protect that peace and to protect the new Jerusalem. Argument done. No more talking about that. If you don't get it, a few no misconceptions. Saying Zippygan said that. Watch this now. So let's get into the political sense till me tell you how to melt the ice. Me just tell you how to melt the ice. Yeah, no.